What's going on, guys and gals? It's me, JT, and we are back today with another video, and I'm very excited about this video today because we finally have the PlayStation 5's release date and its official numbered price tag. I'm very excited to talk about this today. We had a lot of games that are going on. I know I'm about a day late with this video. The whole PlayStation event happened on Wednesday, so it's been a little bit of a day now since I've uploaded this video or gotten this video out. But I'm very excited to talk about it regardless because the PlayStation 5 event had a lot to show off, and it really surprised me compared to all the other events that were shown off as well. There were a lot of new and awesome games shown off for the PlayStation 5 and a lot of awesome reveals that occurred as well. We knew about the game called Deathloop. It was about a game that's basically about a man who has to kill a certain amount of targets, or else he has a loop that happens and he has to go back from the very beginning. I think that game looks very cool. The advertising and art style of that game just looks awesome, and I think the gunplay and the really unique method of how you could kill your enemies is very interesting too. It seems like a shooter with a lot of options, but a very direct story with a little bit of competition and difficulty to it. So I'm very excited for that game Deathloop as well. They showed off newer games to me like Devil May Cry 5, which is going to be releasing on the PS5 on its launch date. I'm very new to the Devil May Cry series. I don't know much about the game itself, but it looks very cool, and since it's a whole new DLC add-on where you get to play as a whole nother new character as well, I think that's going to make for a very strong launch title on the PlayStation 5. We got more news about the SpiderMan Miles Morales game. We got to see some showcasing and some gameplay of that. That looks absolutely amazing. I was never really that surprised by how good the game would play because Spider-Man games running on the Spider-Man engine definitely have to play and be action-packed. So I already came in with the mindset that this game is going to be awesome, and it already looks absolutely amazing just from the 10 minutes that we saw there in the whole Sony event. They showed off a new Final Fantasy game as well, and while I'm not that big of a Final Fantasy fan, I have played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that game was awesome. Like, I think it was cool. This game seems to have more of that element where it's a hack and slash, maybe less menuing type of game, but more of a beat 'em up type of Final Fantasy game. Definitely very action-packed too, so it'll be very interesting to see how this goes off. I haven't played that many Final Fantasy games like I've said, but this looks like it could be an entirely new story that could pull in a lot of new first-gen PS5 players into the Square Enix Final Fantasy series, so good play on Square Enix there. And then I'm gonna talk about a game that really surprised me because this is one of the games that are just very unique. You know, we haven't really seen this title occur anywhere else, but it is actually the game called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Now, if you guys and gals did not know, I am a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I'm not that crazy about the game. I just think that all of these games have grown in such spectacular ways, especially since Scott Cawthon was the one being behind the development for the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Just the idea of going from a game where you only had two doors, it was a simplistic move left, move right, check the cameras type of game, all the way up to what's going to appear to become a AAA like title game coming to the PS5 with updated graphics and scaling. It's just something that's absolutely insane to me. You know, our indie developers are really breaking boundaries right now, really pushing through the floors and becoming the top dogs of this generation's gaming leadership. Like, this is insane, and I'm just glad to see that Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach making it onto the PlayStation 5 and hopefully releasing very soon. I know there was a lot of games that are already announced as well that I haven't listed in this video, but to make this video more understandable and more short to get to the point, I sort of wanted to leave those out and just talk about the games that specifically caught my eye, because the PlayStation 5 definitely has a powerful lineup for its release as well. But to get back to the point of this whole video, we finally got the announcement price tag for the game console and its release date. It's apparently going to be releasing on around November 12th, November 15th, and it's going to be titled at $500 for the original PS5 with a disc drive and $400 for a PS5 with a digital drive. Now, it doesn't have a drive at all for discs, and it's just going to play digital games through a downloaded market or like that. So it's going to be very cool. I think that's very awesome. These price tags, you know, don't really surprise me. I was honestly expecting the PlayStation 5 to sale for $500 and the digital edition to sale for $450. So seeing that extra $50 get shaved off the digital edition does make me very happy to see that, and it shows that Sony is getting very competitive with their pricing. Now, everybody was sort of expecting them to do their digital edition for $300. I personally don't think that that's the Sony way of doing things, because Sony has always been the top dog in gaming, so they know that we're gonna pay at least $100 more for their consoles. I'm not that disappointed in the 400 to 500 price tags for the consoles. They're pretty cool. I think that these consoles are gonna dominate the beginning years of the generation, and especially in 2021, because we're gonna have majority of these big name titles releasing next year. We're gonna have them showing up on the PlayStation 5, powering the gameplay for the PlayStation 5, and that's one of the things that sets up the character for the console later on that year. I'm very excited for the PlayStation 5. I currently can't pre-order it right now because I need to wait to get some money. I'm getting paid very soon, so I'm gonna see if I can slap down a down payment for my own console personally. But I want to know what you guys and gals have to think about that. Do you think the PS5 is good? Do you think that the PS5 could use more launch games, or if it could use more games in general? Do you think it has a strong lineup for its release? I would like to hear that down in the comments below. Make sure to tell me what you think about that price tag too, because that's a very important thing there. Thank you guys and gals for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like and the subscribe button, and peace out.